Now guys, should you buy a bike cover? To be honest, I would recommend that you buy a bike cover regardless of how attractive or how sexy your motorcycle is. It's always good to have a bike cover, even if it's indoors, because you never know. You know, having a bike cover is so much more practical. You know, you have less scenarios of dust getting into the bike. You have scenarios of things not accidentally dropped onto the bike. You know, you have that layer of protection which you know you can avoid. So do you need to buy an expensive bike cover? Well, I guess that would depend on whether you want to put the bike indoors or outdoors, or how much of a coverage that you want. But it's I strongly recommend it. I know some people can be quite lazy. They don't have that you know, unfolding it, folding it, putting back, blah blah blah. But then again, you're buying a motorcycle, man. So every now and then you have to grease your chain, you have to wash your bike, and you have to degrease and all that stuff. If you're fucking lazy enough not to do that, then fuck it. But my suggestion is, do buy a bike cover, even if it's like a blanket that you're just putting over the bike. At least it's something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe a bed sheet, fitted bed sheet might actually do the trick, because with the heat and all that stuff, that might actually do the work. So, but that's just my opinion, guys. It's really up to you how you want to do it, or what you want to do. Because if it rains and all that stuff, at least it's waterproof and all that stuff. But again, it's up to you. But, thanks for watching. Now, top things that is a complete useless and a complete waste of money. And the first and foremost is, you do not need to you know, change the entire exhaust system of the bike. Just put a can is good enough. The reason for me saying that is because if you get into a scenario where you get a yellow sticker, and a yellow sticker in Australia means that the police has pulled you over, deem your bike is not roadworthy, and you have to bring it to the pits to prove to them that the bike is ready before you are able to ride the bike on the road again. And you don't want a hassle of all that, the exhaust to having to replace and all that stuff, when you could just change the slip can. And the truth is, just the slip can alone increases your torque probably about 20-30, and that's, sorry, not 20-30, about maybe 15-20, and that is a huge amount of horsepower increase on its own already. So, you know, it's really up to you, but that's my opinion. A complete waste of money, and plus the cost of it's just not worth it. You're paying a couple of $1,000s for the entire exhaust front from the pipes onwards, rather than a couple of $100s for just a can. And unless you're good at being a mechanic, guess what? You have to pay the mechanic to do the repairs as well. So, and that's going to cost another couple of $100s. On top of that, the other thing is, now when I say sprocket, I mean both the front and the rear sprocket. And what I meant by that is, it's a complete waste of money of increasing the front sprocket heat and decreasing the rear sprocket heat, because you are going to get fucked by the speedometer of how fast you really are going, and that could cause you to have a ticket for getting caught by a speed camera. Because let's use common sense, guys. If you're speeding and your speedometer tells you otherwise, you're just going to screw yourself up. So you can avoid that, because honestly, I think Cycle Cruiser has done this before and increased the teeth on the rear sprocket, and decreased the teeth on the rear sprocket, and apparently there's no difference. You didn't even feel the difference whatsoever. That's a complete waste of money there. And the third thing is buy expensive fairing. Now, if you're going to buy a replacement fairing, do buy cheap ones, because the OEM that comes with the bike is usually the most expensive one of the lot. You know, if you're going to get a replacement, you are obviously going to get a knockoff replacement, not a more expensive one. If you are getting a more expensive one, then why the fuck are you replacing your OEM fairing in the first place? And the last thing I would probably say, most important stuff, I would probably say there's always going to be more than that. There's a complete waste of money, is get stuff which is, I can turn off. Get stuff like fuel to air mixture of or like a really high octane level when the bikes are manufactured to burn what you have in the gas station. And if the gas station, the highest is 98 octane, then guess what? That's where it's manufactured to produce or to run on. So top